Hey guys, Drew here, back with another video, and welcome to another episode of Regiment Rewind, where I discuss how the Newfoundland Regiment have been doing as of late. And in this one, the Regiment lose 5-4 in overtime against the Victoriaville Tigres. I think that's how they're pronounced. I may be wrong. But the Regiment lose for the first time, it feels like, in a while. It felt like we've been winning a lot. But now in this one, they do still get the point, which is a sigh of relief there. I mean, a regulation loss wouldn't have been too happy with that. But to lose in overtime, you still get a point. So the loser's point isn't always too bad, especially when you're trying to fight to get home ice in round one. So they put up a bit of a rough game against Victoriaville. Obviously, you wouldn't want to let in five goals against a team like Victoriaville. So definitely want to bounce back on Wednesday versus Rue-Noranda as they play the Huskies for the first time in their building. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll talk about the goals and then a bit about the game. Blake Pilgrim-Edwards had 2 goals in this game, his 11th and 12th of the season. Both goals pretty nice. One of them was in the slot, and he just ripped the thing, and he loves selling in front of the away crowd. I don't know. The Regiment just love doing it. They love taunting the fans or all that kind of stuff. They're all in for that. And to be honest with you, I do kind of love it. Then Louis-Francois Belanger got his 24th of the year. And if you saw the game, you probably would have seen when he was celebrating. He had like a hole on like under his he doesn't have a beard, but under his chin, there was like a whole bandage there. Like it was like a square almost. Like it was a big band-aid. I don't know if he got high stick like from under the chin or something like that. But it was big. So Belanger, it does. I mean, it worked for him. So maybe next game, if he has that bandage under him again, maybe he will. Maybe we'll get another goal from him. So Belanger got one. I believe that one was on the power play. And then the last goal of the game went to Noah Laberge, his 7th of the year. He was in the slot as well for this one. Ripped the thing and went down on one knee and sallied it from the away crowd, as I said before. Louis-Antoine Deneau did not play good in this game. I'm just going to say that straight out. And before this game even started, to be honest with you, I don't think he deserved the start. I think they should have started Prue to save Deneau for Wednesday versus Rue-Noranda. I understand Deneau's the starting goalie for the Regiment, but there's some games where you play against those not so great teams where you're able to have the opportunity to start your backup goalie for one game. And I just felt like they could have done with Prue. They did it. I think they rided Deneau for both games against St. John. St. John, not too great of a team. And they started Deneau for both games. So I don't know what DeWire's decision is with that. But I really do think Antoine Prue should have got the start because Deneau going off a back-to-back, like it could be a bit rough sometimes for goaltenders. And this game was just one example of that, having an 8.78 save percentage. And I will expect Deneau to start on Wednesday because Rue-Noranda is not a bad team whatsoever. So we'll see how he's able to handle himself these next couple of days. But yeah, I do. Yeah, that Prue discussion, I mean, he is the backup goalie, but it feels like Dwyer isn't really wanting to play him as much as he wants to. He just doesn't play him often. It feels like a rare occurrence to see Antoine Prue getting the nod. Since Deneau's been in, he's been doing really, really good. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Louis-Antoine Deneau, but you got to give a bit of ice time to your backup goaltender, especially when you're playing games against the Tigers, for example, or the Tigres, where the record doesn't show that they're a great team. So you got to use that for your advantage, maybe. Just give Deneau a bit of a rest, so he's ready and able to be capable enough Wednesday versus the Huskies. So we'll see how that goes. And also, Kingsley Austin was in for Benjamin Girard, and I don't know what about that decision either. Like, Girard's a really good defenseman. Not only is he pretty solid, but he's the only right-handed defenseman on the entire roster of all the defensemen that we've got. So if I'm Corey Dwyer, like I'm starting him every game, probably on that D pair with Quinn Norman. But they put it feels like they're doing a rotation between Zubek, Girard, and Kingsley Austin. And I just don't really think that Kingsley Austin deserves it. Nothing against the guy, but he just isn't as good as maybe Benjamin Girard is. And he did have a couple blows here in this game, and isn't the best, to be honest with you. Like he'll probably be a permanent player next year with a couple defensemen going. But I just think Girard deserves it more. You don't want to ride 6 left-handed defensemen on your roster. Like, that just doesn't work in the playoffs or even now, for example. So I really do encourage Corey Dwyer to start Benjamin Gerard in more games, because I just feel like they need at least one right-handed defenseman. Back when Jaden Lazar was on the team, it was no problem whatsoever. They probably rotate between Lazar and Gerard, so you have one right-handed defenseman for at least every game. But now with Austin and Zubek in, getting some ice time, it leaves Gerard to be the odd man out, and I just don't think he deserves it with the way he's been playing as of late. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Not a bright video. Now, to be honest with you, I feel like I was thinking about it before I made this recap. I was like, I remember not even last year, when the Growlers existed in their final year, I felt like every recap I would be in the face, in the camera, screaming at the team, because it felt like none of things were going well that year. But with the queue, with the regiment, it actually is kind of going pretty good. Like, I'm quite excited for the playoffs. Tickets went on sale today for those who want to go see the regiment in the playoffs. I highly recommend to get them like right now if you want to, because they will sell out very quickly. So yeah, I'm just really excited to see what the regiment do for the rest of this year. Obviously, they go to Rue-Noranda, then they go to Val-d'Or. I believe they go back to Rue-Noranda as well, like to do a bit of back and forth, and then they're back home after the Brier is over, and they play the Moncton Wildcats one weekend. The next weekend, they'll play the Mooseheads for the final season or final weekend series of the regular season for the regiment at home. So we'll see how they do in these last two homestands. Hopefully a couple wins. I know the Wildcats and Mooseheads are some tough competitions, but we'll see how they can do in both of those contests. But yeah, that's basically it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, you can like this video. You can subscribe if you really liked it. We're on the road to 400 subscribers, so if you can hit that subscribe button down below, I would truly appreciate it. We're almost there, about 40 subscribers away or something like that. So yeah, until next time, I'm Jordan, the Hockey Guy. We'll be back about Thursday for another recap out of the regiment. Go to Rue-Noranda to play the Huskies for the first time in franchise history. That's going to do it for today's video, guys, and I will talk to you all again soon.